we were talking about the top 3 ways to fund your business. If you look at it, the real reason some businesses grow faster, scale smarter, or even outlive their competition isn't just about the product, marketing, or this big team people assume they have. No, it's usually about how they fund their business growth. So let me explain. You see, you might have a great opportunity or a big idea for your business, but you have to ask yourself this one key question. How do you actually find ways to fund all of that, especially if in your first year of business with a low credit score or no collateral offer? You see, most people believe that you have to wait until you have that perfect credit, stack years in business, or hope that the bank manager loves your sob story well enough to give you a bank loan. And as dreadful as that sounds, thank the powers beyond. But that's not how it works anymore. See, the technology, the changing market demands, and the new lending models have actually forced banks and lenders to change how they operate. This means that now your funding options that are available are more designed to fit your business needs and situation. So, regardless of anything, you can still apply and be approved for a business loan, whether you're just starting out, rebuilding your credit, or don't have that sub story to give the bank manager. Most of us and I've helped secure over 50 million in business funding. And this is what I do every single day. I've worked with hundreds of successful business owners, and I can assure you one thing: they all follow the same prevalent method when it comes to getting funded. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. These are the 3 top ways to fund your business like a pro, even if you're not one on paper. But before we get into the 3 funding strategies, there's one critical mindset shift I need you guys to make first. You see, most people are playing the wrong game when it comes to getting funded. This is because they don't really consider that the best way to getting funded is about knowing how to structure your qualification, not just your application. You see, if you miss this, you might just find it harder to get approved in the future. Anyway, the first strategy to getting funded is being bank ready. When it comes to getting funded, most business owners will make the same mistake. They'll just assume it's just about the application, but really, it's not. The real source is in your qualification. You see, your application just tells the story of why you need the money. On the other hand, your qualification decides whether or not you get it. This is the most important part of funding, and it narrows down to understanding these 2 simple concepts. That's qualification versus application. You see, your application is just about the information you send to the lender, things like your social and your bank statements. Your qualification, on the other hand, is the conditions your business must meet in order for the lender to actually release the money to you. So here's how it looks like. When your qualification meets or beats the lender's expectations, you get approved and everybody's happy. Woo! On the other hand, when your qualifications fall short, unfortunately, you get denied and you lose. It's that simple. This is why some businesses feel stuck. They always just think that getting denied was because of bad luck or working with the wrong lender. But the truth of the matter is, they were actually applying without being bank ready. So, what does bank ready mean? It means that you're setting up your business so that lenders can actually learn to trust you. That starts with registering your business with your state or local government because, any money generating activity that's not really registered is kind of considered a hustle. And no offense to hustlers, I'm one myself, but lenders are not loan sharks that are going to come and break your knees in case you don't pay back. Beyond that, being bank ready also means filing your tax return with Uncle Sam and giving him his cut before you get yours. That seems fair, right? Having business revenue and having a business bank account, or let's just say anything that meets the lender's condition for the loan. And just to be clear, guys, being bank ready isn't just for traditional loans. I don't want you guys confused. No, it's the qualification that sets your business up for any type of funding. This is whether it's from a traditional bank, alternative lender, or even grants. It's about creating conditions so good that lenders are actually the ones that come look for you, not the other way around. If you get this right, I promise your application just becomes a formality. However, if you skip this, you might just keep getting denied no matter how many places you apply. This is the secret of getting approved for any type of business loan. And understanding this whole concept of qualification changes how you approach funding forever. And if you follow the rest of the steps I'm about to show you in the video, getting funded becomes so much easier. Anyway, the second top way to getting funded is through alternative lending. When people hear small business loans, they immediately think about big, slow, traditional loans. But here's where most business owners miss out. The funny thing is that some of the easiest funding options actually come from alternative lending and not banks. See, alternative lending is when a lender gives you money for your business using it as leverage. So, what does that mean? Do you have a business? Does it have revenue? If the answer to both is yes, then good, you qualify. So now, instead of the old ways where you needed the perfect credit, several years in business, and maybe have big assets, lenders now just look at your sales, your daily deposits, and your overall business health. They then use this information to decide how much they're going to give you and for how long. You see, remember when we were talking about being bank ready? Well, the good news is that out of all the ways I've mentioned to fund your business, this is the easiest one for being bank ready. It's actually so designed for businesses that are still growing, building, or just don't fit that traditional loan box. Therefore, it's the fastest and most realistic path to funding if you don't have the best paperwork and just have the bare minimum, which is a registered business, file taxes, and a business bank account with money moving through it. Now, you've probably seen all kinds of offers in this regards. So some of them have numbers that don't make sense, and others just probably feel confusing or way good to be true. You see, it's easy to get so overwhelmed when you're just trying to figure out where to start or who you can trust. That's why it's important to find the right lender. You can search for them online, or if you want, you can check the link in the description where I can actually work with you and help you master the art of using debt to grow your business. Once you find the right lender and apply, they usually ask for your business information. This is things like your bank statements and your social. The good news though is that lenders move really fast and they can have you approved within maybe 24 to 48 hours. So if the funding world has been confusing up to this point, this is one of the easiest doors to open and I can walk you through it. It's good to know that there's actually more to alternative lending that I mentioned. But so this video doesn't get too long, I'm not going to go deep into them. However, if you'd like me to break them down into detail, please drop a comment and like in the video so I can know how to make a follow-up. Anyway, before you write off your funding chances, please check if you're bank ready for this type of loan. This is because it might be the easiest way to get money into your business. Now, we've talked about being bank ready and alternative lending, which is actually awesome if you need speed and flexibility. But here's the thing, for a lot of seasoned business owners, speed and flexibility kind of sounds nice, but is it really something they'd be willing to trade? You see, what smarter business owners usually focus on is what I call the 3 L's, and that is low interest, large amounts, and long terms. So if you struggle to find a loan that gives you both speed and good terms, I'm about to save you hours of frustration. Let's be honest for a second. The biggest frustration with getting a business loan is usually the wait, right? You might have qualified and been approved for the loan, but between the paperwork, the follow ups, and the funding timeline, the opportunity you needed the money for is long gone. But that's why exactly the SB Express loan comes in. It speeds up the process so you don't really miss out on the opportunity by getting the money fast. It's a business loan from a regular lender, but backed up by the government. That means if you meet certain requirements, the government is willing to cover a portion of the loan in case you default. So when things such as surprise bills pop up, you want a loan that's affordable with low rates and terms that can actually solve your business needs. And that's what the SB Express loans provide. But remember, like just been saying the whole time we've been talking in this video about being bank ready, you have to be bank ready for the SBA loan. And this means having at least 2 years in business, having a 680 in the credit score, and a business bank account with taxes filed. Now, you might be wondering, how do you actually apply for an SB Express loan? Well, here's the funny part. A lot of business owners never even apply because they think SBA actually stands for sit back and apply later. Anyway, I've heard it all. But real talk, one common struggle is actually finding out which lender offers the SB Express loan because the SB itself doesn't actually give loans directly. They partner with approved lenders, and each one of them has different lending conditions. This is where most people get stuck. They hop from lender to lender, filling out forms and still not getting approved. So, to save you the stress, I've actually dropped two links in the description. And if you're serious about the SBA loans and want help getting matched, please check out SCORE. SCORE. They're a group of mentors well informed in business information and can help you package your application well enough to get approved. Or if you want to explore more faster and flexible ways to fund your business, hit the second link and reach out directly to me. I can help you figure out the best loan that suits your business needs. No pressure, just clarity. Anyway, now we've covered the top three ways to fund your business like a pro: getting bank ready, using alternative lending, and now the SBA Express loan as your bonus power move. Each of these help you solve a different pain point, whether it's speed, flexibility, or getting better terms. And here's the real win. Once your business is bank ready, as we've talked in the video, you're just not chasing the funds. You're actually creating a business where lenders chase you. So if you want to learn more about the best way to fund your business, you should watch this video here. It'll help you understand easier ways to get money so you can grow your business fast. See you there.